Okay, so here we have the sort of standard Halfords threaded, reverse threaded locking wheel nut remover. The problem that we have with these is that they're actually quite thick, and sometimes the space that you have to fit one of these locking wheel nut removal tools is very, very tight actually in the wheel, in the rim itself. Notice this sort of locking wheel nut remover, how thin the sidewall is. And you can see that it's worn actually. That's how tight it can be when you place one of these on a locking wheel nut where the actual alloy space is limited. You need a locking wheel nut remover that's got very thin walls. Now, the Halford is pretty good. It's got some great thread on it. Look at that. Pretty meaty. Very strong, very solid feel to it as well. Used it quite a bit. But the problem is that you can't get it on top of a locking wheel nut that has very little space in there. Here's another one. The sidewalls are just too thick. Nice and solid, but just too thick. It does work on some, but on a lot, it's just too big to get in there. Also, you notice that the thread starts right up the edge of this locking wheel nut. So it's thin walled and the thread starts right at the top. Whereas I found with these Halford ones that actually you've got a couple of mil before it starts to bite. And the same with this one here. You know, it doesn't really catch straight away. So sometimes when you're limited for space and you've just got to get a couple of turns on it for it to work, this won't work. These Halford ones just won't bite. You can't get enough in there for it to bite because the sidewall's too thick.